Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your tarot reading for the first half of July 2025. The energy around this reading is of the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is about being on your path. It's about one thing leading to another, and it's about you enjoying the journey rather than worrying about where you're going particularly. It is good to have goals, but it's about enjoying the journey. You may be stepping onto a new path. It can indicate a year, so there may be a need for you to have some sort of plan for the next year. But it's very positive, it's very energetic, and it looks like a good time for you. So let's have a look and see what else is coming up. So you are being asked to ground yourself, to go more into that side of yourself where you are focused. And the focus is on giving your knowledge to others to do with coming from the highest vibration. It's about, for all of us at the moment, it is about helping people raise their vibration. So coming from love in all of your endeavors. And this is about your work and career and your particular set of skills and knowledge leading to you being busier with your work probably, but this is a great victory for you. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups coming up in the same column is really very high vibration, and it's around new beginnings to do with the knowledge that you came to Earth with, but also it's to do with being of service. So often this is to do with the healing arts, teaching, advising, leading, and specifically being around your work. It can be creative, but and that's, some people's path. Other people would be more technical or scientific, but this brings you great victory to do with your finances. The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups are about financial stability, and the Six of Pentacles is about success in your career, receiving an increase in your income, and appreciation for what you do. This is in the line of karma, so this is a general theme throughout your life. And yes, you may have ups and downs, but this is generally how things look. You, of course, being Aquarius, you love studying and learning things, and you may be really buckling down and carrying a bit of a heavy load to do with study. Or this can also mean working from home or working on your home, renovating or beautifying your home in some way, and being quite creative. In any case, they're asking you to follow your passion to do with bringing about your wishes and hopes and dreams. The Ten of Cups is your wishes and hopes and dreams, and it's making decisions based on your intuition. The Two of Swords, wherever there's a card in tarot that has a blindfold on it, it means that you have to make a decision based on what feels right. So go into your body. If something feels, oh, I'm not sure, or it doesn't quite feel right, where there's doubt, it's not the right time or not the right decision. It's that simple. If it feels exciting and like you feel really uplifted by something, go for it. But you may be gaining in knowledge as well to do with this opportunity. The Knight of Wands is friendships. Capricorns are very community oriented, and it is about close friendships coming in, friendships with people from other cultures, from other countries, places. You may have an online community, and finding things out through that as well. Opportunities coming out through close friends or people that you know. They are saying don't overthink. All air signs overthink. So it's about finding a way to find peace within your thoughts. I love meditation, but some people say they can't meditate. They might connect with nature, or this could be, you feel peaceful when you're around children, but also this is creativity. So if we're focused on something that we really love, then we're not thinking about everything else, and we're just we're in the moment, and that's what you're being asked to do here. There is some sort of golden opportunity coming in. It is to do with you bringing it into your life, though. This is, again, a bit of a card for air signs, even though it's a water sign, water card, cups. But it's about scattering your energy, thinking about too many options or too many things at once. They're saying bring something into now, ground it into the moment, and make that choice. Again, the Queen of Pentacles is, well, some of you Aquarians would have Capricorn planets. She's the one who creates something out of nothing. So it's about bringing it into reality or into being and having the confidence to do it. The Tower is the card of, you can have issues sometimes around self-confidence and self-esteem, but it's about walking away from that, taking your knowledge and building something greater. If you go through a period in your life where you feel like that, once you heal from that, you can help others with it, or it may guide you in a different way to do with your path. Pluto's in Aquarius at the moment. Sometimes that means that certain parts of your life are being dismantled and you are rebuilding in other areas of your life. It's not always, a negative. It can be significant shifts. It can be a chance to break free from limits. It can be an opportunity to rebuild with new knowledge. So it does definitely have its positives. And once you're the other side of the tower, you can really see it. So this is about balance of the masculine and feminine within you. So yeah, it's also a connection to the Divine Mother and the Divine Father. The Divine Mother is the one who looks after you. She nurtures you. You can do no wrong. She holds you. The Divine Father, he's the one with the sword in his hand defending you. And also he is the provider. So asking for help or connecting with that within yourself. The Hermit is saying that you do have that wisdom within yourself. But again, it's about balance. Sometimes you might be neglecting one side, the feminine or the masculine. So looking at what both need. And being tested on what you will and won't accept in your life. This is around new beginnings. Death is very positive. Death is the card of new beginnings, long-term new beginnings, endings and new beginnings, where you start to get more of what you want. But it's about working out what you want and what you truly want. Keeping your own integrity, being honest with yourself. And both of these cards are about peace. The Four of Swords for me is the card of meditation, receiving blessings. And the Six of Swords is about leaving turmoil for peace. It can also be talking about travel. I would interpret this as traveling in Europe, but it could be anywhere. But it might be on hold or have been on hold, but will go ahead. Hidden things being revealed around love. This could be a love relationship where there's sort of almost like a magical quality to it, because this person and you feel like you've known each other before. And indeed, this would be talking about a past life connection. And it could, even though it is the card of falling in love and you don't really know that person as well as you will later on in this case, because it is the Ace of Swords is long term. So you will get to know this person. But they think the world of you. You may be quite different externally, but you really click. You really understand each other. So, yeah, quite positive for love there. Both here, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords is, they are each other's divine counterparts. And then we've got this connection in the line of karma as well. So it is fairly strongly indicating love. For those of you who are looking, if you look you shall find by the looks. You may be going through some sort of emotional lesson to do with how you bring in finances and money. Do an experiment. Because you're an air sign, you might need to overcome that analytical, scientific mind. Do an experiment to do with either meditation or affirmations or visualization, doing it regularly. I always say, actually, one of my friends who teaches always says, do it 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night without fail. Say your affirmations and visualizations, and you'll bring it in. And it works. This could be looking also at what's missing in your life to do with emotional lessons and healing around health, because our emotional body affects our physical body. So when we heal our emotional body, and of course our mental body also affects it, then we can have some more spontaneous healing. Wow, lots of opportunities here for work. These both are about communication and a long term. You do have these skills, a lot of you, to do with communication and groups of people. You know, Aquarius is about community. It is about linear power rather than hierarchical power. And we are going through those changes on Earth at the moment. So this is sort of a long-term goal or role that you have in life. But they are saying, look to your past, see where you've been happy, see where you haven't been happy. And it's about, what are you passionate about? These are your goals for the future. The star is the card of Aquarius, and it is about positive new beginnings. And it's about having goals, goal setting. So what is your passion? There is a woman here who you may have lost touch with coming back in. She's not here yet, but it's like that it's a friendship, but there's been a backward step or you've lost touch. And it looks like you feel like family to each other. Again, stepping into more of a leadership role to do with the public in some way, and some sort of new opportunity that could be global. Aquarians work much better in large organizations that are structured to help people and of service to those who they're meant to serve. A lot of institutions and organizations these days seem to be fairly self-serving. So this is about some sort of change around that. And the Queen of Wands is, action-packed. So she is helping you bring about these changes as well. The moon in the line of the subconscious is the subconscious. And the tower is, things maybe bubbling up to do with subconscious fears. And so doing everything you can to clear those from the subconscious. Oh, I say fears and the devil comes up. The devil is fear. And fear blocks us from doing anything. So if we're overthinking, often we're thinking of what we want and then we think of what we don't want. And we're sending out a mixed message of what we want to bring into our life. So it's talking about doing some work on your thoughts so that you're in a state of peace and contentment and happiness rather than fear. Balance in all areas of your life. So physically, looking after yourself, eating regularly, sleeping regularly, exercising regularly. I always say meditating regularly. And this is about you also getting some sort of professional advice to do with an opportunity that's coming in, or you may be giving the professional advice, or they may be seeking you out for your professional advice. That's probably more like what it's going to be, just because these are opportunities for you. And you may not realize how far you can go with this. Again, this is bringing in the resources to create what you want to do with some sort of new opportunity, but it is about bringing it in, not just thinking about it. And there could be a man who helps you with that, or you may be helping other people with this, because we get this advice. You're giving advice. So they're just reminding you that on your path, we all have times where things are on hold, and and it's so that we can see things differently. We have a different perspective at the end of that time. But you've been through this before. So these are the starseed cards. We'll see what messages your guides have. Talking about paths all the time. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Well, judgment is listen to yourself, your own truth, honesty, and integrity to yourself. So, really, very similar cards. And ask it is giving cards, manifestation. My attention to it invites it in. That's why we have to overcome any negative thought patterns of fear, because if we put our attention to the fear, then we are inviting it in. So it's really important to invite in the things that you want to bring in, to be purposely positive, to be purposely goal-driven. But really, the key is to clear old subconscious patterns so that you are in a state of contentment and happiness. Abandon worry. Well, they're all very similar, aren't they? Eagle, wisdom, freedom, loyalty. The card of the devil is the card of freedom as well. It's when you take those shackles off and you have freedom. And this is about being on your path. So seek wisdom and balance, but don't sacrifice freedom. So they're beautiful words. Well, have a lovely week, Aquarians. I will hopefully see you in a couple of weeks' time if you're here, and have fun. God bless.